Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Come me life from Favorite Heart, children of God. And that's you, and that's you, and that's me, and that's me. Just a real quick check-in. It's Tuesday. And there is a ton of those really big flares off the sun. So if any of your dogs, if they're older or anything, they seem a little more distressed, or children too could be affected. Also, they're pressuring Pam Bondi to release the clients list. Expect a possible delay. However, during or after it is going to be wild, okay? Because there's going to be more to that. Now, I have not clarified this next part yet. There was some stuff that popped up when I was looking some things up about Asia. I thought Asia was one of those that was being funded through these U.S.A IDs and some workers, or what was going on. I don't exactly know the ins and outs. I just know that it exposed a ton of... This may not even be related. For some reason, it was just... That was what I immediately perceived. But like I said, I don't have enough proof. And I don't get any views, so... But that's what we're gonna find. And I think for most people would need to kind of pray or brace themselves to know that your hard-earned dollars helps pay for trafficking of all sorts, and that's tied in internationally. And they're starving. They're attempting to starve the freedom out of us, the eggs, the farmers. It's just been non-stop avalanches on the farmers, really bigger ones even, that we're supplying so much for the people worldwide. And so they're trying to starve our freedom out of us, and you can't let them do it. And I hope that you were smart enough to just keep some stuff around the house, or you acquired a way to have enough to just kind of fill in, that you stored up. This is why in these scenarios in human history, some sort of spiritual relationship with Creator God, please, is really the only way to sustain. That time is here. And if you've never practiced fasting or steady amount of activity, it's going to be a tough one for people that have never trained themselves to fast and not become really desperate. So that's why there was people like hoarding eggs. Like, there's only so much you can make with eggs. Maybe you could make it into some dishes and freeze it, and then it just shows the state of selfishness that is so prevalent in this country. It's like, but so technically we all have, apparently too many have been expressing a lot more, and they're fed up. So when this happens, notoriously they try to starve the people, contaminate the people, hurt the people. I mean, they have to starve the freedom out of it. They have to make us desperate that whatever way we can even get a form of freedom, even if it's not real freedom, that the government will bail us out. We need to be past those days by now, but since we're not, we have two main points that we can do. We don't pay our taxes. We keep demanding these lists regardless of the added turmoil and explosions and chaos ensuing. That does not let this situation die, because that will reveal the truth of what runs the machine, runs the beast of this planet. Okay? Secondly, training yourself to fast, training yourself to not always have to have it, the food that you exactly want. Going with a little less, eating more maybe 1 or 2, 3 days a week, and not as much the rest of the week or at all. Finding, okay, I can't get into stuff like that because I get the medical sometimes, and I can't even get the station. I'm like, I want to go back to the 1980s in some ways, just press some flowers, and well, I got plenty of stuff wrote. I just wouldn't pick another publisher, and I had Palmetto and I have another one, and they would have already done the one book, but I feel like I need to revamp it. And the 2 child-friendly books, I want those to be better art or something, like of an original artist type of thing, or it's just not on the radar right now. That's all I have to say, is don't let up on these lists, especially with the P. Diddy thing. There's speculation, or was, in connect with him with international flights. I'm saying extended connects to him, human trafficking. Most of them that had hit the headlines it was immediately cut. Like, a lot of it was cut. I don't even know if those people were banished or what they did with them, but they were musicians or in association with some of the entertainment industry. So that's going to be our key, and that's also why Hollywood and a lot of people that have a big following, like her name starts with a J and it ends with an F, and she was very liberal back when, and she still stands very strong. So people like her are kind of wigging out, and I bet we'll find out why real soon. I love you. I might be coming on later this week, a little later, to do a possible Bible study, and that's all I got. So, yep.